crash yesterday, but we can fix that very quickly. Oh, hi everyone! Sorry about that. The microphone settings were still messed up from yesterday when we had the fantastic error in spilling a whole glass of water on them. But things seem fine now. Just fixing the gates and everything, we seem fine. Welcome to Cartoon Karting. We will be racing today around a power plant, but before we go into all of that, let's go round and let's first of all let's play the The links are being spammed in chat by our bot. The bot knows what to do, even if I don't. Please check out all of our social links, places you can find us, places you can find our community and interact with our community. Also, you can find our sponsors, Mage Hand Press, Present, and Bird in the Storm Publishing, whom are both we're very grateful to both of them because they make things very possible. And also check out the tweet, which is in the last one. The tweet is the thing that you tweet because we tweet, and then we all tweet, and the tweet that gets tweeter. And we're really good at tweeting the tweeter at the minute because we just hit 5k tweets. 5k tweeters. 5k followers. You can't turn that into a tweet thing without making it sound like you're doing something. But yeah, it's good. All the things are good. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Let's start this week with Justin at Mage Hand Press.
Hey, so I heard you like tweets, so I put a tweet in your tweet so that you can tweet while you tweet. No, but I'm Justin. I'm the community manager at Mage Hand Press, and I love playing in this campaign, and it will be missed after next week with finales going on. I'll be playing as Glass again, so we're going to have some very deadpan humor as we have the past few weeks, and that's me.
Fantastic, thank you so much. Next around, we welcome X Grimsby. Oh, hi!
Hello! My name is Kyle. I am one of the directors over at Nerdsmith, and I currently play... what's his name? Oh yeah, Merrick Strider, one of the on the Shenanigans. Shenanigans. Sorry, Angela. But tonight I will be playing Jeff Jeffries. He is. I haven't decided what his character voice is yet, so we'll be surprised by that.
Beautiful. Also, I love the spelling of Jeff Jeffries as well. I think that's just, as a Jeffrey myself, that's a perfect thing. That's my middle name. Let's go next around to V's Knees. Oh, hi.
Well, hey there. I'm V's, also John. I honestly answer to both about equally. I pretty much just on Twitter at V's Knees. Second time on here, different show. Tonight I'm playing Joey Sassafras. He is I basically anthropomorphized one of my rabbits, and I'm playing him.
Beautiful. I love it. Last but most certainly not least, especially not in that get-up, the wonderful Kylie. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. I'm Kylie, Stonefly_Kai, and tonight I'm playing the sensational Sylvia.
So, each of you will have received an invite to a private event, an underground street race, in the now closing down power plant next to the forge. Or foundry, rather. Forge implies a small thing. Power plant next to the foundry. The power plant and the foundry are both going to be destroyed. And they are holding some races there to because that's what they do. Why don't we go around and introduce our characters as they arrive at the scene? Picture dark setting, car parks, dim lights lighting up. You know, some people walking around with flares and things because they're just that cool. Lots and lots of sparkly outfits. I won't put anyone on the spot. You may introduce yourselves at your leisure.
I am, obviously, I just said the sensational Sylvia. I'm a magician, so I'm wearing like a white bodysuit and a black tailcoat and a top hat. And I have a like really fancy, sweet BMW car that looks very sleek. I'm not into, even though I'm a magician, I'm not into like the glitz and glamour, like I'm assuming like neon lightish kind of thing. Is that what you're describing? Yeah, so I'm not like into that. I'm too like goth for that, but I'm not goth at all.
Baroque. Would you say? Better word, Baroque maybe?
Broke?
Yeah, Baroque. No, not broke.
Oh,
Baroque.
Baroque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although if you're a bard, you could be so Baroque you're looting in the streets. Who else?
They're always leaving.
Can I just like walk out of this stream now?
Well, I guess Joey would pull up in basically like a modified dune buggy. He's just wearing just a t-shirt and jorts. You know, he's not a fancy rabbit.
Valid.
What color is he?
He is mostly brown, and then he's got white, like a white strip going down his face.
Okay.
Racing stripe? Go faster stripe?
Oh, of course.
I'm just saying that magicians pull rabbits out of their hats, so this is like top quality streaming material.
Didn't even think of that.
Genius.
So Jeff will pull up in a Dodge Neon. Because I've always thought those were the silliest racing cars on the planet, but hey, people use it. He is a large middle-aged man, kind of balding, with very, very rosy cheeks, somewhat ruddy complexion. Seems to have a bit of hardware attached to his eyebrows and inside of his ear, like a little earpiece. Kind of rocking out to some music of his own as he pulls up.
Glass pulls up in a Hummer, clearly not made of metal, but rather stone. And as he steps out of the Hummer, you clearly see that while he may appear as a person, he's clearly also stone.
Now, there's no one here to greet you like normal or anything like that. Just people with cars who have turned up. People who will be summoning off the top of our heads, like Geordie McToombs, who is not a great racer, but he's turned up in his Nissan Micra 92 model before they went all curvy. Actually looks like a fairly decent car. Sprayed luminous yellow. Looks like it's got a ceramic coat on it as well. Looks like it's put some money into the paintwork there. It's got some rally stickers on it as well. Maybe one to watch. Good old Geordie McToomb. Also, Benjamin Fast Learner is here today in his learner car. He's a local driving school instructor. Whether that's his real name or not, who knows? But he's taken the L plates off today. Off the top, at least. They're still on the back. But... and also we have a number of factory employees, workers around who are here mostly just to encourage and shout out. I think 2 NPCs will be enough. We've got 4 people. I have my pen. I've lost it. There it is, under my plate. Is there anyone, before we get started, that you would like to interact with? Including yourselves?
We can interact with ourselves?
I don't think we should do that on stream, Scratch.
Hey. How you interpret is not how I inferred. So, you know, there's like music playing and stuff.
John, you have to remind me of your character's name.
Joey Sassafras.
I am looking for an assistant. Are you interested in being a rabbit in a hat?
I don't know about hats. I just like running.
Well, you cannot run in a hat, so maybe you would not be a good fit inside my hat.
No, maybe not, unless it's a really big hat. And I can
Are
run around.
you going to run the race
Yep. I like going
Like I-
fast, so.
on your feet?
Oh, no. I've got my buggy. And he kind of just pats the side of it.
Are you larger than normal rabbit, or are you rabbit-sized?
Oh, he's like small human size.
Oh, then you definitely would not fit in my hat. I take that entire conversation back.
Oh, okay. Well, nice meeting you.
So, I hear your name is Glass.
Yes, it's because I wear glasses.
That's phenomenally on the nose. I just wanted to say that I am a big admirer of all things rocks and that type of things. Like, you know, some would say I'm more of a heavy metal guy, but you know, I like rock too. So
You should see the playlist that I have set up in my car.
oh, I can send you mine too if you're interested in exchanging some, you know, some digital audio before the race, you know.
I overheard your guys' conversation, and now I'm picking up your accent. But I'm really into death metal. Because I'm a vampire. Do you get that?
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh.
You
It's
remind me of Count
funny.
Strahd. What was the name again?
You, my uncle.
Oh, I see.
Well, we sure don't want any fallacious arguments around here. If, you know, you're setting up the Strahd man.
Ha ha.
Huh, huh, huh.
Anyway, Glass, nice cleavage.
I'm smiling.
It's a rock term. I'm not trying to come on to you. I'm sorry.
One of the other racers is going to stand on the bonnet of his car, and he says, "Why, aye, man? You're gonna have a race around the power plant, like. So here's the deal." He's from everywhere. First off, we go straight down into the cooling towers. You want to bomb it down there? There's like 6 of them. You can take whichever route you want. You just got to get to the other side. Fastest way would probably be to go under the cooling towers. But, you know, they are rigged to blow, so... you got the control tower next, right? You go racing around the cooling tower and straight into the foundry. Alright, the foundry's right next to the generator room. So you need to get through the foundry, where I think they did warm it up tonight, so there'll be some pig iron going on through there. You want to avoid that. And then we're going straight into the generator room, where we hopefully should come straight back out into here into the car park. Are there any questions?
Yeah,
Sounds like oh, you can go.
Oh, okay. Should we be worried about anything like, you know, radiation or anything like that?
No. This is an oil plant. They're shutting it down because it's only 30% efficient. That's why they built a foundry onto the side of it, because there's just so much heat generated. No radiation, though.
That's good. Okay. No more questions. Thanks.
There's heat. Is there lava?
No lava. But there is a lot of molten pig iron.
Be a good snack.
Eh?
I just eat spinach.
Alright. Well, if we're all happy then. Don't think this is Scottish, Raven. If it is. I think it's somewhere near Brummy. Great, alright, well everyone get in your cars and we'll get ready to race then.
I'm just gonna disappear from my spot and then appear in my car.
That's a neat trick.
That was cool.
As Glass turns on his car, the temperature in the surrounding area rises about 5 degrees.
Important question, Fahrenheit or Celsius?
I'm American, so dirty Fahrenheit numbers.
It becomes deathly hot.
Yeah, right? Like 5 degrees is a lot where I am.
I had an uncle that died from that.
I'm literally Googling to see how much hotter it's got around your car. Okay, cool.
Like sweaty seats to like face sweat hot. 5 degrees.
Okay, people walk out onto the track when everyone's in their cars. They are holding the flares outwards now. They've restocked them, got some new flares, you know. And they're standing with their arms out, holding the flares, ready to drop them, which will signify the start of the race. Is there anything anyone would like to do before we begin? Including preparation with your... Go on. Go on, V's.
Oh, Joey turns on his air conditioning.
Valid.
Jeff will take the small plug that's in his ear and pull it out, and it kind of like pulls out like a long extension cord out of his ear, and he plugs it into like an auxiliary port on the dash. It's like, okay, there we go. That's stupid rentals.
Glass looks over to Mr. Sassafras and says, I'm sure you've heard the story of the tortoise and the hare. Don't burn out at the beginning.
Okay, I'll try not to. Thank you.
Everyone...
I'm confused. I have not heard that story. Does the rabbit start on fire?
I don't want to go
And
on fire.
don't burn out.
No, the rabbit. He goes very fast in a race against a tortoise because there was something to prove there for reasons. And after running quite a ways, and the rabbit being tired, the rabbit decided to take a nap. While the rabbit napped, the tortoise, taking his time in the race, beats the hare because he was not tired.
Are you the tortoise in this situation?
No, simply reminded of a story.
I see.
Because there's a bunny person, that's kind of racist.
Incredibly.
Is there like an animalist?
I suppose maybe I have some personal flaws that I need to examine.
Some real rough edges on that Glass.
Yes. Maybe a chip on my shoulder.
So before we begin the race, let's go over how we will play. Cypher System uses 3 types of skills, speed, might, and intellect. You can use any of them by bartering with me. A large part of the game is discussing with me what you would like to roll and why. Essentially, for the most part of the racing, it will involve creating distance, closing distance, or overtaking. If you are right next to someone, you can attempt to overtake. If you are ahead of someone, you can attempt to create distance. And if there's distance between you and someone in front of you, you can attempt to close distance. We will do most of those with speed checks conventionally. However, if you'd like to do it a different way, you can. For example, throwing a boulder at someone in front of you to slow them down would, you know, arguably be a might way of closing distance. You should find these skills on your character sheet. When you click them, it will ask you for the difficulty. Essentially, difficulties are determined by dice roll divided by 3. So the difficulties go up to 10. The number times 3 is what you are trying to beat on a d20 to succeed. So as soon as they go above 6, they do become impossible. Without special training, which will reduce difficulty levels by 1, or spending effort, which is also a way to reduce difficulties by 1. Effort is used by spending points out of your relevant pools. The catch to that is those pools also represent your health, so how much do you want to win? We will remind everyone, as much as this is a competitive racing game, we are all here for fun, so let's not take it too seriously. And without further ado, if everyone can make an initiative roll.
This be difficulty 0?
Yep.
I'm clicking the dice and it's not doing anything.
It's done something. There's just no. Is there a pop-up in the background asking for a difficulty level? Maybe. Maybe behind your character sheet.
That would be it.
There you go. Okay, so I can't believe that 3 of you rolled a 9, but here we are. It's a crazy world. So let's see. That will put you definitely in front. Joey does not heed Glass's advice at all, and storms into the lead.
He's got a very heavy foot.
After Joey is Geordie. Then will be the 3 of you. All level pegging, I think. And then we have the learner at the back. Fast learner, sorry. So, Joey, you storm into the lead. You're up first. What would you like to do? You at the moment you're racing across the car park towards the cooling towers.
I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing. I guess I'm just gonna go.
Sure.
Gonna try to get as much of a lead as I can.
Sure thing. Let's create some distance. So behind you is when rolling against NPCs. Behind you is Geordie. Geordie is a difficulty 4 NPC. So please make me a speed roll of difficulty 4.
I'm sorry. What was that one more time?
Make me a speed check of difficulty 4, unless you would like to roll something else. You're running, right? So if you have running as a skill, you could use running.
Well, no, he's in a like a modified dune buggy kind of thing. So, 4.
There you go, right on the nose. So straight away, Joey not only takes the lead, increases the distance on the lead as well. Geordie's going to try and keep up with you. Please make me a speed defense roll of difficulty 4 again. The only difference between speed defense and regular speed is if you're trained in speed defense. Otherwise, it'd just be a regular speed roll.
And you said 4 again, right?
Yes, please. Thank you very much, Jess at GoGJ, for the raid. Thank you. So that lead is immediately swallowed again as Geordie tears ahead to catch up to you. Now, I'm just going to go in the order that I happen to write your names down. Glass, you are currently level pegging with actually, I'll tell you what we can do to level it all out. Why don't you all quickly make opposing speed rolls, and we'll let that decide your order. Thank you so much, Raiders. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid.
If I'm proficient in running, can I use that here?
Yes, you can.
Excellent.
So with your training,
Fine.
yeah, you just nudge ahead, I think. 3 plus 3, 16. So yeah, Glass, then Kylie, then Sensational Sylvia, sorry. Then Jeff, which happens to be exactly the order I wrote your names down in. Glass, what do you do?
Well,
You
I'm
can see-
concerned that the... I'm sorry, what?
You can see that Geordie and Joey are creating distance. They're speeding away.
That could be an issue. I'd like to slow them down with a boulder.
Who specifically, Geordie or Joey?
For now, Jordy.
Please make me a difficulty 4 check.
54. Oops. We'll use some effort for this.
Yeah, okay, so with the effort there, that just makes it successful. A boulder lands in front of Geordie, slowing Geordie down. Glass, you're free to overtake them.
I do so.
Next would be Sensational Sylvia. You see Glass just nip ahead of Geordie ahead.
You know how magicians put like tied scarves in their sleeves and like pull it out and it's like goes on forever and never and never. I want to do that to Glass, and I want to like put a whole bunch of scarves on his windshield so he can't go ahead anymore.
Okay, to keep up with him?
Yes.
Okay, so if you like, you have the choice. You can either do a difficulty 4 check against Geordie to overtake Geordie and keep up, or we can just have you roll against Glass and see if you can just hang on.
I mean, I have a little bit of competition with Glass, so I want to roll against Glass.
Okay, why don't you set the difficulty of this attack? Difficulty.
Literally.
So difficulty 4 again. So Glass, please make a defense roll of difficulty 4.
I would assume that this is appropriate for Mike because I would like to defend by using my greatsword to cut the ribbons.
Well, we'll find out. Oh, that's a tremendous success. A tremendous success. Sylvia, I'm afraid... well, how does this look?
Describe the attack and...
I'm just piling scarves on your windshield. It's out of my window, out of my sleeve.
Just
So,
leans out the window.
As
Just the window wiper.
this begins... Exactly.
Great. Okay, well, you successfully defend the attack. Unfortunately, you do not get a place. You do not gain a place, Sylvia. So next is Jeff Jeffries. It is your turn. You can see ahead. Sensational Sylvia unsuccessfully attacking glass.
So Sylvia and I are still equally pegged on the board.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I am going to try to do is use my. And we're still in the carport. We haven't left the carport yet.
Not yet. We are racing through the car park, heading for the cooling towers.
All right. I would like to use my knowledge of engineering to see if I can spot perhaps a weak spot in the wall that I might be able to use an unconventional shortcut to overtake Geordie.
Definitely. Make me an intellect check of level difficulty 4. A success! You see a weak point in the wall, which, you know, I guess because the whole thing's falling down, people haven't bothered to repair it or anything, and you know that your okay, this doesn't sound right, but you know that your Dodge Neon could smash through that section of wall with no issues.
I got the plastic paneling. It's dent resistant. All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Great.
So, doing it.
And you do, putting yourself.
Roll something.
I think the stream was breaking up a little bit there for me. There, I could hear, I think Zoom was breaking up. We're still going through testing with a new version of Zoom with the Zoom people. We're still working out some errors. There seems to be this audio issue. The current error, though, is that I'm speaking to a different advisor and they're getting confused about which version of Zoom I'm using. Anyway, sorry, please do repeat.
So, do I need to roll something else to overtake Geordie, or did I already do that?
No, you overtook him with your intellect. Like I say, you can use, in the Cypher system, you get 1 action per turn, and you can do the same thing using different skills as long as you can justify it. Finding a shortcut, that is definitely an intellectual way of overtaking someone. So Jeff speeds ahead, then we've got Geordie, and then there are so many G's in this thing, and then we have Sensational Sylvia. At the very back, we have Fast Learner, Benjamin Fast Learner in Ford Focus. He's going to try and overtake the Sensational Sylvia. First, he positions behind Sylvia. Then he checks his mirror, checks his wing mirror, and looks over his shoulder, and motions to indicate. Sensational Sylvia, please make me a difficulty-free speed defense to stop Fast Learner pulling the mirror signal maneuver on you. Can't overtake you. Showed you what it's doing. Gratuitous RP, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. Wonderful to see you all. Wonderful. Leaving Fast Learner at the back. On to the next round, as we will be diving into the cooling towers section. This is 6 cooling towers spaced equidistantly in a 3x2 array. Each one is maybe 400 meters across diameter, and there is space underneath for you to pass by through the large girders. However, you know, there's a chance they might be dangerous. So it could be better to go on a safer route. Who knows? You know, who knows? Joey, you're first up. Which way do you go?
I think he is going to stick with the safer route. He's gonna pull a banana like out of his glove box. I don't even know if Doom Buggies have a glove box. And he's gonna eat it real quick and throw the peel out behind him as like an obstruction, possibly.
I love it. I love it. So we're trying to slow down the person behind you, which would be glass.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of attack do you think this would be?
It seems kind of tricky. So intellect, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Everyone knows. We've all seen documentaries about banana skins and how slippery they are. Also in real life, they actually are quite slippery. I never believed it. I always thought it was just a story, but I've slipped on one. It's pretty slippery.
I was gonna say, why do you believe it now? Did something happen?
Yes. I don't want to talk about it. Maybe this is
a bad experience.
We need story time.
it's really not that interesting. So yeah, brilliant. Make me then a intellect attack roll against Glass. Your attack will set the difficulty which they have to defend against. Okay, so a difficulty free. Please make a difficulty free defense roll, Glass.
All right. Oh, that wrong. Difficulty goes first. Effort goes second.
Oh, wow, with effort as well. That's a resounding success. They see the banana skin and just nip around it. That is a speed, yeah, so you dodge the banana skin. Great opportunity to explain effort in a little more detail. Effort usually costs you 3 of your skill points when you use it at the first level, unless you have an edge. If you have an edge in that skill, it only costs you 2. And then every further level of effort you put in costs another 2. As you can see there, the -1 reduces the difficulty by an extra step. But it does mean that Justin's speed has been reduced by 2 points. You can see it works out the cost for you at the bottom of the calculator as well. Great. So unfortunately, that's not successful, Joey. The banana skin is missed, and it is Glass's turn. Glass, you are close enough to try and attempt to overtake Joey.
Yes. It might be nap time for the rabbit. I swing my sword at his car.
Just going for straight up damage. Ooh. Joey, please make me a difficulty 6 defense roll to avoid this attack. Now, a difficulty 6 roll requires you to roll an 18 or higher on the d20. So if you wanted to use some effort, you can.
So I would be rolling a might again for them?
It depends. A might defense would be to try and shrug off the blow. Speed defense might be trying to dodge. Intellect might be writing a short essay about why Glass shouldn't do this because the pen is mightier than the sword.
I think we're gonna go with the speed then, because he's gonna try to swerve to avoid it.
Oh, there it is. There it is with the effort as well. When you created your character, Joey, were you given a major effect suggestion?
Major effect is take a second action.
Fantastic. So as you avoid this this blade swinging towards you, you can take another action. What would you like to do?
Seeing a sword get swung at his car, Joey's gonna freak out and just instinctively thump his foot, which hits the gas, and kind of. So he's gonna try to speed up.
Sure thing. Roll us another speed roll. This time, difficulty 4, speed defense, please, Justin.
Oh. No.
Oh, sorry. Was there more there?
No, I thought I did the wrong thing, so.
No, you did it 100% correct.
Cool. Submit. 1 effort.
3, 4, 3, 5. Yeah, so again, Glass is just hanging on to you. Now, which way did the two of you go again? Did you go under the cooling towers?
I took
Uh,
the
Safe route.
I'll be taking the more direct route.
Okay, so this could be happening on the way into the cooling tower section then, and the two of you may be almost neck and neck, but people with pens and things could see that Joey is slightly ahead, at least at this point. Yeah. So next then we come to Jeff Jeffries. You can see this tussle going on over there with Joey and Glass. Behind you can see Geordie and Sylvia. What would you like to do?
I think that I would like to, not go head to head right now with the crazy sword swinging glass man. So I'm going to try to create some distance between myself and Jordy. And I will do that by going into the recommended route of under the cooling towers.
Under the cooling towers. Okay, cool. Give me a speed roll. Okay, that is a resoundingly good roll. There is now distance between you and Jeff. You are Jeff, between you and Geordie. Like I said, a lot of G's.
Forget myself sometimes.
Yeah, you create some distance as you head into underneath the following Glass underneath the cooling towers. Next in the turn order, Geordie is going to follow Joey down the safe route. Sylvia is up next.
This might be a little too much, so you'll have to tell me. Anyways, you know how there's magic tricks where like people get dunked into water and then have to get out? I would like to dunk Jordy into the actual cooling thing if I can. Like, snap my fingers and he disappears and appears. Like a magic trick. Ta-da!
So, you just want to appear under the cooling towers?
I want him to appear inside the cooling tower, so he's like out of the race.
Okay. Something.
Or can I like disappear a leg from the cooling tower?
Now that we can work with.
That's what I want to do. And I will take the safe route. That is not under it.
Okay. Why don't you... I think this is going to be an attack roll. I'm going to set the DC at 5. But however much you take off of it will make it easier for people to explode. Explode? Did I say explode? To collapse cooling towers in the future.
And I can use intellect since it's a magic trick, right?
You can, yeah.
Yeah. And you said it's a 5?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put effort into that, baby. Oh,
Oof.
still not great.
2 effort, finalist free, roll 17. So okay, so now difficulty free to collapse the cooling towers. Now to explode, that slip of the tongue might have been because this power plant is marked for destruction soon and has already been rigged up with destructive devices. But we've not seen any of that yet. The cooling tower does not yet blow. Not yet.
Not yet.
Yep.
However, you do see one of the legs sort of like flicker and crumble and fall. And another one, you see dust falling around. Except it doesn't just happen to one of the cooling towers. It seems to happen to all of them. Next is Fast Learner. Fast Learner is going to go under the cooling towers. You see before they turn off the main road, they do indicate, check their mirrors and head down. You might have also noticed that they were checking their windscreen fluid before they started and their oil. Let's go back to the top of the race as we are racing now under the cooling towers. First of all, Joey, you're in the lead, but it's going to be because Glass is taking a shortcut. Things are going to be one step harder for you to create distance or anything like that, and also one step easier for Glass to try and overtake. So, what would you like to do?
I guess I'm just gonna create distance.
Sure thing. Oh wow! Okay, so difficulty 6 is the attack roll. Is the difficulty? Like I said, because would you have a minor effect suggestion as well?
It says restores 2 speed points, which I think that was speed that I used effort on before, wasn't it?
Quite possibly, yeah. So if you've already reduced your speed, you can regain your speed points. Lovely. We did say because you are taking a slower route than Justin, that this will give you this will reduce the difficulty by 1 down to 5. So Glass, please make me please make me a difficulty 5. Just narrowly keeping up with more effort spent. Glass is keeping up under the cooling towers. Glass, it's your turn.
As a rolling stone gathers no moss, I shall roll on, running ahead, trying to overtake the rabbit.
Okay, so with training, that becomes difficulty 4. Because you are on a shortcut, that becomes difficulty 5. So, Joey, please make me a difficulty 5 check to stay in the lead. With effort, yeah, nailed it. Okay, brilliant. So, you guys stay neck and neck. Joey stays in the lead. Glass stays in second place, but it's still really, really tight. We'll say that this turn has passed one of the cooling towers. Still some to go. Next is Jeff Jeffries. You have a space of distance behind you, and you are close enough to try and overtake Glass and Joey. Glass, more so.
Oh, sure. I will go ahead and attempt to do that. I will go ahead and just, pedal to the proverbial metal and just go for it.
Okay, yeah, sure. Oof, not the best roll. Not the best roll. A difficulty 1 check. So then this is against Glass, right? To try and overtake?
Yeah, it sure was. I think I pressed the clutch instead of the gas.
Well, sometimes we get nat 1. So Glass, please make me a difficulty 1 speed defense.
Alright. Can I use might if I defend by dropping a boulder out of my over-the-shoulder boulder holder?
Yeah, that makes sense. Perfect. You wonderfully defend this clutch attack. Unfortunately, Jeff Jeffries, you're not going to make a position this round. Next is Geordie. Geordie's going to try and close that distance that you made up last time. Geordie is going on the safe route though, so it's going to be one step more difficult for him. Which means you have a difficulty 3 speed defense check to make, please, Jeff Jeffries.
I don't know what's happening, but I heard some of it.
Sorry, I navigated away from the Zoom window. And I forgot that is a thing. So, I think I got a 19 on my last roll, and I have a minor effect that allows me to decrease my speed defense difficulties.
Okay.
For the next round. So that would be now. If that's allowed, or if that's part of this. Okay.
Yes, it totally is. I'm sorry, I totally missed that minor effect, but there it is. Yes, indeed. So that will reduce the difficulty one more further step then to difficulty 2. What is your major effect suggestion?
Okay.
Muted?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go ahead and unmute it. All right. The processing surge, it is, let's see. On your next action, you can use points from your intellect pool rather than your might or speed pools.
Fantastic. Okay, so we'll bear that in mind for your next action. Awesome. After Geordie, we have Sensational Sylvia again. Sensational Sylvia taking the safe route down the middle. You can see Joey ahead and also Geordie.
I would like to just race ahead.
Okay. You are close enough to try and overtake Geordie?
I roll 0 and he rolls what I roll, right?
Yeah, he's difficulty 4. So,
Did I do that right?
unfortunately, that is not enough to overtake Geordie. It really does seem like Roll20 likes Justin. I think Justin's done something, you know, pulled his sway with someone at Roll20 and they've sorted him out for life.
You know, I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna confirm or deny any agreements that I may or may not have with Roll20.
Okay. So unfortunately, Sensational Sylvia, this is not a sensational overtake. Geordie just rolls in front of you and stops you from overtaking. Okay. Next around, we have a fast learner taking the shortcut. Going to try, realizing that there is a stretch ahead of them where they can maybe speed up and overtake Sylvia by using the shortcut. They're going to put their foot down. They're going to demonstrate a block change from 3rd to 5th. If you drive automatics, this may not make much sense to you, but it's something that we absolutely had to learn during driving in the UK, and we've never used since. But they block changes from 3rd to 5th, and Sensational Sylvia, please make me a difficulty 4 speed defense roll.
Oh, that was a little rough, if you know what I mean with the rock puns.
Yep.
So was that pun?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. As Geordie swerves in front of you to stop you from overtaking, your course is diverted. He just nudges your front, and you end up going under the cooling towers, which is faster, right? This will make things easier.
Right.
But Fast Learner does get ahead of you.
I mean, it seems fair. I'm still not okay with it, but it seems fair.
So we go back to the top of the round as we are going into the next pylons now. Joey and Glass, the immovable first and second place so far. Joey, what would you like to do?
I guess I'll just try to create distance again. Not so good.
Ooh, that is not so good at all. Glass, please make me a speed. Actually, Joey, we're not sure what's happened, but with the extra difficulty of being on the slower route, that would reduce that down to a difficulty 0, which means there is no need to make a defense roll.
Fair
When
enough.
things are difficulty 0, they just automatically happen. So there's no need for defending or actions or anything like that. Which means we go on to Glass's roll. I snuck that hiccup in there between 2 words very well, I think.
I heard it.
Thank you. But, like, it flowed, right?
Oh, it was very good. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
So, as my route has dangers on it, I think it might be fair to introduce some dangers onto the safe route. And I take a boulder and I bowl it at Joey.
Sure thing.
So mean.
This must be an attack roll of some form.
Yes, I clicked the wrong button.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. So, Joey, please make me a defense roll of difficulty 6.
7. He's on the safe route.
He is on the
But
safe
not
route.
shortcut.
7, so this is currently impossible. You will need to spend at least 1 level of effort to make it possible. Unless you have training in speed defense, in which case that would already make it slightly possible.
I don't think I do. Well.
Yeah, unfortunately, even with the 2 levels of effort spent, that is not going to be enough, as this boulder lands in front of you, forcing you to create defensive maneuvers, which means Glass can speed ahead.
Oh, I was attempting to do damage.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, Joey, this
6
boulder...
damage.
Yeah, the boulder hits you and it does 6 damage. It comes off of your might pool first.
Okay.
That's the first time your might pool's been hit, though, right? So you're okay.
Yes. Yeah, I'm okay. Not a huge might pool though.
Okay. So what happens when your might pool hits 0? You gain an ability, which means everything becomes 1 step harder at all times. If your speed pool falls to 0, you stop moving, which means you have to spend a turn to repair your car. And if your intellect pool falls to 0, your car is completely destroyed. You have to, as in if all 3 have happened, you end up at the back of the race, and your car will be refreshed on the next turn, but you lose all of your positions as well as everything else. After Glass, we go to Jeff Jeffries. Jeff, you can see Glass beating up Joey, taking the lead.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to... how do I use my focus? Is it just a character trait type thing? Is it something that I can actually, like, tap into or utilize in some creative way?
Yeah,
How does that work?
You should have some special abilities from your focus which you can use.
I got the skills and special abilities. Okay. Let's see. Nothing that really, like, affects somebody else.
I mean, you know, this is a really open session. If you think
Okay.
that we can flavor something so it does affect someone else, I mean, I know Justin bends the rules all the time. I'm joking.
Okay.
That was an uncalled for attack. That was.
Rules are meant to be bent, right? So I've got a special ability called Mechanical Assistance that it gives me bonuses to my intellect pool through the uses of tiny implants and tiny processing devices, because I have fused mind and machine. I thoroughly believe in the magic of bionics. So what I would like to try to do is hack his car.
Seems
Use of,
legit.
Nanotechnology or something, like use like something like that. I don't know, like
I'm here for it. Yeah, nanotech attack his car. Nano attack his car. Nanotack maybe.
May I make a suggestion?
Sure.
oh sure.
We traded playlists. What if there was a file in that playlist that you gave me?
Oh, that's smart. There we go. Yeah, I like the way that you're thinking. Thanks for helping me sabotage you. So there's actually it's a literally a throttling mechanic that it down throttles the RPMs of his vehicle, because I totally have raced in real life. I know what those are. So yeah, it downgrades his engine, like, or something along those lines.
Perfect.
Like that. So that's what we're shooting for.
Yeah, sure. Make us an intellect roll as an attack.
Okie doke. And we'll do that. And I will expend effort to do that. Okie dokie.
Okay, so that is a difficulty 6 attack roll. Glass, please defend against difficulty 6. Since it is a file attacking you, I think it may have to be intellect unless you can justify otherwise.
Can I use might by simply punching the accelerator harder?
The engineer in me is screaming no, but the game master in me is saying yes. Yeah, sure. No way. Wow. Okay, so it would seem, Jeff, that the technology that built Glass's car is so antiquated that they can just seem to punch their way through your code.
Yeah, that's some nice schist.
Yeah, literally. Unfortunately, no overtake this time.
That's
Glass is very solid at the front there, and that's not a stone joke. Next, we have Geordie. Geordie still trying to close the distance between you and Jeff. Jeff, please make me a defense roll to stop Geordie from closing that distance. It will be a difficulty 3. Yeah, difficulty 3 roll. Oh, that is not going to be enough. You can see Geordie catching up behind you. Catching up quickly whilst you are maybe playing with the code or something. They're able to catch you up. Next is Fast Learner underneath. With Fast Learner being on the fast lane, it does actually become a roll-off between these two to see who stays in front. But Fast Learner cannot stay at the same speed as Geordie is, as Geordie rushes forward. Next, at the back, unfortunately, is Sensational Sylvia.
So it's Geordie right in front of me. Is that right?
On the safe
Fast
route,
Learner.
on the fast route, Geordie's ahead of you. No, wait. Yes, because you've been knocked off under the water coolers, right? So you are behind Fast Learner. Yes, you can see Geordie up on the safe section.
I would like to try to do another magic trick, but this time I want to cause damage. So I would like to saw his car in half like I would saw a person in half.
Okay, make me a difficulty-free intellect roll.
Finally.
Boom, damaged it. And how much damage would this attack normally do? Do you have like onslaught or anything like that? We can use that damage.
I have like enthrall, aggression, encouragement. That's all I got.
We'll use it as if it's in onslaught. I think onslaught does 4. With a 17, you get an extra +1 of damage, so you do 5 damage to Fast Learner, and are able to take their position. Fast Learner is back at the back. One more water cooler left. It is glass up front this time around.
So, I think it's time to keep rolling. As I play Gimme Shelter from the Rolling Stones, I try and create some distance. Did not do well, but that is a 2.
That is a 2. Okay, so trying to create distance between you and Joey. Joey, that is a 2, but you are on the shortcut, so that makes it a 3. Difficulty free check to try and prevent a defense roll to prevent Glass from speeding ahead.
You said 3, right?
3.
Yeah.
Nailed it. You managed to keep up. You managed to keep up, and it is your turn as you are on the safe route.
Okay. I'm gonna try to overtake.
Okay. Yep. Difficulty 3 Glass. Please make a difficulty 3 speed defense to prevent Joey from overtaking you. It's difficulty 2 because you're on the fast route. Just. Training saved you there, as you are able to stay ahead. So very much the tale of two people who didn't change positions very much with Joey and Glass. Next we have Jeff Jeffries, still maybe making a move to try and overtake. Ahead of you, you can see Glass as you are on the unsafe route.
Okay.
And, however, Joey seems closer on the slower route.
Gonna change my playlist to Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue, and will attempt to do the same thing I did last time. Second verse, same as the first, which is not from Motley Crue. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and try that one more time. So I'm gonna roll a intellect, right? Was that the attack I did last time? Was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Computer.
Intellect will work for attacking the computer. Yeah. Oof. Oof.
Distracted driving, folks. Don't do it.
So Glass, please make a difficulty. Hang on a minute. No, you're also on the fast route, so a difficulty 1 defense to stop this from affecting you.
Again, I simply punch the accelerator harder.
Wow. Narrow success. So after Jeff, we have Geordie. Jeff, whilst you are playing with that, Geordie on the safe route is going to try and overtake you. That would reduce the difficulty down to difficulty 3. So Jeff, please make a difficulty 3 speed defense to stop Jeff from moving ahead.
I think I did it.
You did. You succeed. Difficulty 3. You stay ahead of Geordie. Geordie cannot overtake you. After Geordie is Sylvia.
Okay. So Jordy is right in front of me, and the fast learner is right behind me. Is he close enough that I can try to overtake him, or is he a ways ahead of me?
Geordie is close enough for you to try and overtake. It'll be difficulty 3 because you are now on the fast route.
I would like to try to do that. No. Roll20 hates me as much as likes Justin.
I don't understand why. So, you can't quite overtake Geordie. They're just staying ahead. And lastly is Fast Learner. Fast Learner is behind you. And they are going to try and heckle you. They are commenting on your driving techniques and telling you that you've forgotten your 6-point check and so on. So please make me a intellect defense roll of difficulty 3. Oh. Oh,
I'm really affected by them telling me I'm a bad driver. It really hurts me.
And that puts you back in last place as they pass you.
I'm so sensational.
Oh, Kylie, I'm so sorry. I feel like Roll20 does this to you every week.
It's alright.
Oh boy. Michael Wayne donating 100 bits to help out Sylvia. Sylvia, you have an extra point that you can put in any of the pools you like.
I'd appreciate that.
Let's go back to the top of the round now, as we are, I think, on the very last water cooling towers, leaving the water cooling tower area, heading into the foundry. No, to the control tower. Sorry, we race around the control tower. Glass, you're up front.
Well, I need to keep rolling on, so I'll do that and create some distance. Though, I do think about retaliating for the attacks that have been coming. But I decide against it. Say 2 that Joey needs to beat.
Yep, 1 because of the training, 2 because of the 2 because of the shortcut. So please make a difficulty 2 speed defense roll, Joey. Yeah, Joey stays ahead, no problems. No problems whatsoever. And it is now Joey's turn. Oh, go on.
I was going to say he doesn't stay ahead, he just doesn't...
Stays. Sorry,
further
yes.
behind.
You stay ahead, Joey doesn't lose any distance. Which does mean it is Joey's turn, though, and Joey can try and take the lead themselves.
Yeah, I'll try to overtake.
Alright.
So, yeah, difficulty 4, trying to overtake. Just a plain old overtake.
Is it 3 because of the shortcuts? Last round of the shortcut?
It is indeed.
And...
Yep, that is just about a success. No, it is a success with all the effort and training and everything as well. Unfortunately, Joey, you cannot take glass once again. Roll20 really does love Justin. Next is Jeff. Muted again.
I clicked that button and it didn't do anything. So okay, that's not bad. All right, you're gonna I'm watching you. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna try to catch up with whoever's in front of you. Yeah, we're just gonna play it straight. You're just gonna race for it. We're just gonna go.
Sure. So ahead of you is Joey.
All right.
They're on the safe area, but they're easiest to pass.
Okie doke. So we'll just go ahead and roll a speed here.
Difficulty 2. Difficulty 2, Joey. We've got a difficulty 2 overtake attempt. You please defend.
Okay.
Just trying to avoid these pylons.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy. Well, for a start off, Jeff gets the position. Jeff gains the lead. Well, over Joey at least. I think what happens here is, Joey, I think you're going to clip another one of the legs. And it looks like the towers are about to come down.
No big deal. No.
Other than that, you've only lost a position. It's not so bad, right?
Could be worse.
Oh, the application had a problem and crashed. There goes Roll20. I don't know what happened there. Katie Face, thank you very much for the raid, coming in right on the tech issue. Thank you. Let's see if Mozilla will open again. Sorry about that, everyone. Let's see. Well, there's the music back and everything. Okay, so we just need to get... Because currently our Roll20 chat is entirely covering your face, John. We'll fix that.
I'm a grid.
Yeah, there we go. Let's fade you back in gently. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you so much. Okay, so we've now got Glass, Jeff, then Joey. I think Geordie is... You didn't overtake Geordie, did you, Sylvia? You ended up back at the back because Fast Learner overtook you, right? Yep, I remember.
I mean, are you trying to put salt in wounds right now?
Well, I mean, I wasn't, but...
Just kidding. It hurts.
I do have some rock salt you could borrow.
Geordie is going to try and overtake Joey as well. Joey, please make me a difficulty free... Oh no, wait, hang on. You're both on the safe route, so making me a difficulty 4. Speed defense.
Hey.
Nailed it. You stay ahead of Geordie. Geordie's not got anything on you. Geordie, yeah, I mean, Geordie's just trying to outrace you, and you're outracing them. So you know, fair play. Because Fast Learner is on the fast route, it's a little easier. They're more level than usual. They still can't overtake Geordie though, and we come. How not to rub salt in the wound? We come last to the sensational Sylvia. With Fast Learner ahead.
I would like to try another magic trick, and I would like to try to levitate his car so he can't go forward, and I could go underneath his car.
Sounds great. You can use intellect for that.
Difficulty, he was 4. Right?
Difficulty 3 for fast learner.
3. Oh. There we go.
Hey! Wow, with free effort as well. Desperate.
I'm going to do something.
Yes, you levitate fast learner, and do you know what? As an extra bonus, I think fast learner is going to fly into the side of the water cooling towers, and indeed they do start to fall. The last one starts to fall behind you, and all of them will slowly start to crumble behind. It doesn't look like the explosions have gone off, but the water cooling towers are sort of slumping against one another and leaning, falling, crumbling.
I see that dangerous situation in my head, in my rear view mirror.
So the next section of race is racing around the control tower, getting into the heading towards the foundry. We go back to the top. Glass.
So I'm exiting the pylons that look rather unstable as I enter this new area. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think it's when I use my enter key, you know? When I use my enter key, Mozilla Firefox crashes. Sorry about this, everyone. This is a new bug.
Tech gremlins.
We crashed again or something?
Yeah, Roll20 crashed again.
Okay.
We'll have it back shortly.
No worries.
Welcome to the Academy. Please take your seat.
John's a grid again, unfortunately.
That happens.
Barking Duro, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. F for Firefox, yeah, right. Okay, where were we? Glass. Sorry.
So the pylons are they're rather unstable, I understand, yes? That are behind me?
The water cooling towers.
Yes.
Yeah, they're sort of like falling against one another.
And everyone is under them other than me currently, yes? That is on the dangerous route.
They are sort of falling just behind them, but if you wanted to make it so that people were involved in that crash, I'd be intrigued to see how.
Well, I have all these boulders, and perhaps I could go bowling and knock some of the support beams out.
I think the thing is the towers are coming down anyway. What this would need to be is a way to keep someone under them, because at the minute, the way I'm picturing it, everyone is leaving the towers and they're sort of falling down behind you. If you wanted to try and hold someone under, that could be a way to make them take a bunch of damage. Low disk space, manage storage. What on earth is going on?
It's a magic trick, and I am going to win the race by destroying your computer.
It would seem that way. Like, even my task manager isn't opening at the minute. Very sorry for this, everyone.
I'm just saying we have a hacker in this stream this week. Just saying.
Don't look over your shoulder. We're talking about you. There's no one else in your car.
Sorry.
Does your car even have a back seat?
Can't even open my task manager at the minute.
You're on mute.
This
Doesn't
is
have much of a backseat, no.
Actually-
It's one of those cars when you like slide all the way back, the seat like practically hits the back seat.
Or if the people in the backseat have knees at all, they can't hope to sit in your vehicle.
I don't know what's
I'm
happening.
incredibly short, so I don't have that issue. Sorry, Scrat. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's okay. I just don't know what's happening right now.
In real life.
My memory was bugging out. That was really strange. Okay, I'm allowed to have Task Manager now. And amongst other things,
You know what they say.
something's been saving stuff to my C drive. My C drive is absolutely full. That's the problem. Okay, I'm going to do some quick maintenance here. Figure out what has been being saved on my C drive and try and fix that. We're going to go to a quick break, everyone. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be back in just a few minutes when I try and fix the problem. Thank you for bearing with us. Apologies, and we'll be right back.